Hi, good day everyone. So today I'm going to be doing the Subnetting Skills Challenge. So we will begin this diagram, and what we need to do is subnet the IP addresses given to fit the amount of hosts that is in the diagram, and also the amount of subnets that will be needed. So I'm going to begin with router 0, and router 0 has an IP address of 192.168.4.0/24. And that will give a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. So what they're asking is that router 0 has two subnets, and for each of those subnets they want to have 30 hosts. So in order to be able to have the 30 hosts for the subnets, we'll need to change the /24 to a /27. So to accomplish that, it means that we will need to borrow 3 bits from our zeros. So we will change the subnet mask to 255.255.255.224, and we also have our magic number of 32. So the 32 falls under when you borrow the 3 bits. So the first one will be 128, the second will be 64, and the third will be 32. So that's how we got the magic number of 32. So our first IP range would be 192.168.4.0 to 192.168.4.31/27. And our second IP range would be 192.168.4.32 to 192.168.4.63. So with that change, we will be able to get the 30 hosts required for the two subnets on router 0. So now we're going to move on to router 1. So router 1 has an IP address of 192.168.2.0/24 and a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. So if you go back to the diagram, for router 1, they are asking for 4 subnets and each have 60 hosts. So in order to get the amount of subnets and hosts that they are asking for, we will need to change our /24 to a /26 and borrow 2 bits. So when you're borrowing the 2 bits, the first will be 128, the second will be 64. So that is how we will get the magic number of 64. So then our IP range would be starting from 192.168.2.0 to 192.168.2.63. The second IP range would be 192.168.2.64 to 192.168.2.127. The third IP range would be 192.168.2.128 to 192.168.2.191. And the fourth IP range would be 192.168.2.192 to 192.168.2.255. So with doing that now, with getting the magic number of 64 and getting these 4 IP ranges, we were able to meet the requirements of having 4 subnets with 60 hosts for router 1. Okay, so now we're going to do router 2. So in router 2, they're asking for 4 subnets and each to have 1,000 hosts. So let's go down to router 2. So the IP address that was given for router 2 was 172.20.0.0 slash, and that has a subnet mask of 255.255.0.0. So in order to meet the requirements of having 4 subnets with each having 1,000 hosts, we will need to change our /16 to a /22. And in order to do that, we will need to borrow 6 bits from the address. And by borrowing the bits, we will change the IP address to be 255.255.252.0. So by doing this, we were able to get 1,024 hosts where 1022 of them would be usable. So how we determine how many hosts we would have is by the amount of zeros that we have. So here we have 8 plus 2, which will give us 10 zeros, and because we're using a base 2, it would be 2 to the power of 10, which will give us 1024. And with that, we'll have more than enough to have the 1000 hosts that is asking for. And for the magic number of 4, how we would have arrived at that would be, because we only have 2 zeros here, if we're doing, okay, so if we're going by a basic system, this would equal, so this would be equivalent to 2, and the second zero will be equivalent to 4. So that is how we got the magic number 4. So the IP ranges will be incremented by 4. So the first IP address range would be 172.20.0.0 to 172.20.3.254. The second IP address range will be 172.20.4.0 to 172.20.7.254. The third IP address range would be 172.20.8.0, and the third IP to 172.20.15.254. And the last IP address range would be 172.20.16.0 to 172.20.255.254. So with that now, we would be able to get the 4 subnets with each having 1000 hosts. So now we're going to move to router 3. So router 3 had an IP address of 172.24.0.0/16 with a subnet mask of 255.255.0.0. So we are asking for router 3 to have 4 subnets, which each of the subnets carrying 5000 hosts. So in order to get the 5000 hosts for the 4 subnets, we would need to change the /16 to be a /19. So in order to do that, we will need to borrow 3 bits from right here, and that would change the subnet mask to be 255.255.224.0, and that would give us 8192 hosts where 800 and that would give us 8192 hosts where 8190 of them are usable. And how we would have arrived at that would be, so how we would have arrived at this number, the 8000, would be by the number of zeros that we have. So here would be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 zeros, and 13 to the power of 2 would give us 8192. And the magic number of 32, we would have gotten that based on where our last borrowed bit will be. So the first would be 128, then 64, and then 32. So that's how we got the magic number of 32. So with that now, our first usable IP address range would be 172.24.0.0 to 172.24.31.254. The second would be 172.24.32.0 to 172.24.63.254. The third usable IP range would be 172.24.64.0 to 172.24.95.254, and then the last usable IP range would be 172.24.96.0 to 172.24.127.254. So that is how we were able to meet the requirements in the amount of subnets and hosts that we were asking for. So that is how we were able to meet the requirements for the amount of subnets and for the amount of hosts for each router.